Hello students. The topic I am going to teach you today is note making. Note making is a skill that helps you organize, categorize and recall information in a concise and tabulated form. It helps you in your academic life as note making skills are needed when you go for higher education. Some of the advantages of note making are as follows. Note making helps you to remember the salient features of a text. Requires the retrieving of information from a larger and expanded text. Allows the reader to select what she or he wants to gather from a given text. Helps you to summarize a larger text into a precise form for better retention and comprehension. Can be used for storing a large quantity of reading matter in a compact form. Keep the following steps in mind while making the notes. Step 1. A thorough reading of the given passage is needed to follow what the subject matter of the given passage is. Step 2. Underline keywords or phrases that you would like to note or recall from the passage. These should not include explanations or examples but core ideas and facts. Step 3. Include subpoints to elaborate a main point. These will enlarge the knowledge base without being verbose. Verbose means containing more words than necessary. Step 4. Follow the format laid down for note making so that the points remain legible and understandable at the end of the exercise. Let's read the passage given below. Hundreds of thousands of years ago, giant mammoths still roamed the earth and the surface of the earth was covered by dense forests. Men took shelter in caves and covered their bodies with animal skins. At that time, dogs became man's best friend. At first, they followed man on his hunting trips and waited to get whatever scraps he could get from the kill his master made. Then the instinct for companionship made him adopt man as his leader. Soon man began to train dogs to help him during the hunt, to carry his burdens and to give him companionship as he sat by the fireside in the evenings. These changes took place much before recorded history came into practice. These findings can only be confirmed by the study of the bones of primitive dogs which lay beside the bones of primitive men in caves. As the history of the dog goes back to a time when records were not maintained, it is impossible to be sure of these happenings. Some scientists believe that dogs are the result of mating between wolves and jackals. Other scientists say that some species of dogs descended from wolves while others descended from jackals. Some even go on to say that dogs descended from coyotes and from foxes. A widely held theory is that our modern dogs that we keep as pets descended from a remote common ancestor. This last theory substantiates the difference in size and appearance between various breeds of dogs. Other evidence of the wild ancestry of dogs is the build of their bodies, which is very distinctly adapted for speed and strength. Together with their keen sense of smell, quick hearing qualities, it becomes obvious that they have wild hunters in their genes. From the time when recorded history began, there have been references to dogs in them. Here are images of dogs on Egyptian tombs that are 5,000 years old. The Egyptians considered their dog as sacred and the whole family would go into mourning if the dog in an Egyptian home died. Today, the dog is an indispensable part of our lives. For hundreds of young, healthy, blind people, the dog is their seeing eye. A seeing eye dog is usually a German Shepherd dog. It takes 3 months to train a guide dog. First come the obedience exercises repeated daily as setting up exercises. Then a U-shaped leather harness is buckled on and the dog learns to walk at the left of the trainer. He is taught to stop and wait at the curb, watch traffic and let cats pass. Before the dog is passed on to a blind master, a final check is made. Then the blind master and his dog train together for 4 weeks before they go home to work smoothly as a team. In this, 2 questions are asked. A. On the basis of your reading of the above passage, make notes on it using headings and subheadings. Use recognizable abbreviations wherever necessary, minimum 4, and a format you consider suitable. Also supply an appropriate title to it. B. Write a summary of the passage in about 80 words. First I will explain you answer of question A. First I will give the title A, the companionship of dog and man. Then number 1, heading, conditions on earth in prehistoric times. In this subheadings, number 1, giant mammoths roamed about. Number 2, dense forests. Number 3, men were cave dwellers and wore animal skins. Number 4, time when dogs became man's best friend. Now, main second heading, companionship between man and dog between. In this subheading, number 1, instinct for companionship led to friendship. Number 2, followed men on hunting trips. Number 3, ate scraps from hunts. Number 4, man trained dogs and became fireside companion. Number 5, dog bones recovered around caves. The third main heading is ancestry of dogs, and the subheading of these are: number 1, offspring born of wolves and jackals. Number 2, other theory, separate offspring from them. Number 3, descended from coyotes and foxes. Number 4, modern dogs descended from remote common ancestor. Number 5, size and agility indicates wild dog genes. The number 4th main heading is dog references in recorded history. Here the sub headings are: number 1, dog images on Egyptian tombs. Number 2, family member in Egyptian households. Number 3, seeing eye for blind. Fifth main heading here is character of seeing eye dog. Subheading of here are: number 1, usually a German Shepherd dog. Number 2, training methodology. Number 3, here again there is a subheading: A, initial setting up exercise. B, fitted with U-shaped harness. C, walks left of men. Again here there is again subheading: number 1, 4-week men and dog training. Number 2, back home as a team. Students, please look at the abbreviations given below. Now the answer of the B is summary. When mammoth creatures roamed the densely forested earth, dogs became man's best companion. They sought companionship with men, was fed on scraps after the hunt and trained to hunt on becoming man's fireside companion. Dogs are believed to be the offspring of jackal and wolf parents or separate offspring from them. Others believe all modern dogs have a common ancestors. Dogs were loved by ancient Egyptians, and seeing eye dogs are German shepherds trained to work smoothly as a team with his owner. I hope you have understood note making. Thank you.